Hey guys, why did I smack my thighs and my clap? I don't know. This is the millionth time, I can't talk today, that I've tried to film this video. It never goes well. My camera dies, or I get interrupted, or someone walks in, or someone says something, or I mess up a name, or I do something. Let's hope today's video goes right, because I uploaded one video today. Not today. I think it was yesterday. I don't know. All I know is I uploaded at least one video this week when I was supposed to upload 3. I tried baking cookies, it didn't work. I tried doing a story time, it didn't work. Now I'm trying to do a story time, and let's hope it works. Because if it doesn't work, I'm not doing a video. Oh, I'm wearing new pants. I'm wearing ripped jeans. It feels so unnatural, but they're cute, so. This is not a promo for my Instagram, but go follow me at baby_girl641. I'll leave that in the description down below. You're welcome. Now, before we get into this crazy story time based on the title of this video, make sure to subscribe, hit the thumbs up button, comment down below if you want to hear me see me do more story times. I really can't talk today. Let's hope I can talk during the story time. We're just gonna get into the story time because I don't know. Also, my first time wearing a jean jacket, well, vest. Feels unnatural too, but it's cute. I mean, what you mean? Anyways, oh my gosh, it's like 10 p.m. It's really dark. And new setting. I'm at my friend's house. You're welcome. I was supposed to do a video with her, but she has to be she's downstairs cleaning. I can't talk today. Obviously. It's already been 2 minutes. I'm getting to this video before this video becomes my entire life story. Okay. So, this happened during 8th grade. And I had a lot of problems during 8th grade. Y'all, blast the comments. I don't care. It's free rights. It was dumb of me to do this. Me and you both know it. So, I was in 8th grade, and I wore my olive green shirt to school because we had these uniforms and they were so ugly. Like, we had to wear jeans. Well, we couldn't wear like cute jeans. We had to wear like boot cut jeans, and all my boot cut jeans were used because my dad is cheap. So they had like paint on them, holes in them. They were just yikes. Like, I was never cute. Like, I could do my makeup so good, my hair amazing, and I would never look cute, ever. Like, it was basically the outfit that just ruined everything. And my makeup was done horrible, my hair was done horrible. Literally back then, all I did was brush my hair, throw some concealer on, mess up my mascara, poke myself in the eye, attempt to do my brows, but my brows would be way darker than they actually are, mess up some lipstick, not cover up anything, throw some eyeshadow on, which smudged all over my face because I rubbed my eyes, which I had to get smudge proof and waterproof mascara. Jeez, I was a mess. Like, I wish there was a picture, but I didn't take pictures back then. Like, I hated pictures, mainly because I looked so horrible, and no one ever told me. Everyone was like, "Oh my gosh, Martina, you look so cute today." When in reality, I'm looking back, and I look ugly. Like, I really look ugly. Like, I don't think there's an uglier person in the world besides me during 9th grade. Like, so we're just gonna do this story now. And I'm just gonna say it, and if you guys want the story time, comment down below. I got kicked out of 8th grade, like, actual school of 8th grade, so I had to go to this, like, continuation school kind of, like, type thing, or whatever. Smur, I don't even know. And my friend also went to one, but she was in high school, and I was in middle school. And so we both had to walk to this, like, train station, but it was actually called, like, a light rail. And I'm gonna fix that. And so one day, I met up with, like, not meaning to, but, like, we just bumped into each other as we were leaving, and we lived in the same neighborhood. Like, I lived upstairs, and she lived downstairs, right across the street from each other, in the same apartment complex, just, like, right across the street from each other. So, like, oh my gosh, we were like, oh, hey, and we ran into each other, and we were like, oh my god, let's walk to school together. And she's like, okay. And we were walking to school, and we got to like this gas station type thing, and we're gonna call her Olivia, cause like I don't know the name in my head. And so we walked past like Easy Stop is what the gas station was called, and I was just telling her, I was like, you know, I really don't want to go to school today, and that's the reason I got expelled. My dumb decisions. Martina, why? And she was like, oh, well, like, I gotta go to school, but, like, I don't want to go to school for, like, another few hours, so, like, I guess we could hang out, like, yeah, like, sure. I was like, oh, okay. And she's like, but I'm going to hang out with kids that are drinking. And I was like, oh, okay, I just won't drink any. And she's like, oh, okay, like, we're also gonna have weed there. And I had a bit. So, of course, I heard weed, and I was like, oh, yeah, I'm definitely going, like. Comment below if you want to hear those two stories, because they're crazier than this one. And this one's crazy. So, we get on the light rail, but I watched mine go to my school. I watched it. And all my classmates, that's how we got to school. We lived in my neighborhood, that's how we got to school. And all my classmates lived in my neighborhood. Like, everyone that went to my school lived in the same place as me. We all did the same things. We all knew the same people. It was basically like I knew everybody and everyone knew me. And everyone knew I loved Ditch. And I was very popular in 8th grade. Like, everyone liked me. I don't know why. And I was like, oh my god, it's fucking Martina. Like, and I was just like, and I had so many boyfriends in 8th grade. I don't know. People just really liked me. And it was just, and I had this one girl that didn't like me. And I don't know, like, oh my gosh. And so I see all my classmates get on the light rail. And before, the girl that doesn't like me is like, Martina, you're not coming to school today? And I was like, no. And we're going to call her Kelly. I was like, no, Kelly, I don't want to go to school. And you're like, oh, well, I hope you fail the fucking 8th grade. And let me just remind you, this girl was in 6th grade. Like, bitch, I will kick your ass. Kelly, I hope you're watching. Honestly, Kelly, if you're watching, I hate you. Like, I knew you for like 2 quarters, and I hate you. That actually, I knew her for an entire 2 years. Like, too much. And so I was just like, okay. And then Olivia's like, okay. And she's like, okay, let's get on. So we got on and we were talking about it. And I was like, are they really gonna have alcohol? Like, blah, blah, blah. She's like, yeah, like every Thursday and Friday, I go to this little In-N-Out parking lot thing by my school and I drink. And I'm just gonna say where the area was at. It was in Arden. So if you live in California, Sacramento, you know where Arden is, and you know that's all. And yeah, so I was like, oh, okay. And this wasn't my first time ditching down there. Like, this wasn't. Like, I used to ditch down there all the time, but there had never been drinking or friends. It used to just be me in a gas station for 7 hours on her phone. Like, because what else was I going to do? Sit in the gas station for 7 hours not doing anything? And I had no money. I would just sit there for 7 hours waiting for her. Like, really? Would I chose to do that instead of go to school and see my friends? Like, wow. Like, wow. And it was kind of boring, but, like, I always got through it. And when her phone died, I was like, but her phone would always die, like, when there was, like, an hour left. So when there was an hour left, I would, like, make friends that I would never see again, but, like, make friends. And so, like, we get there, and we get off the light rail, and she's like, oh, we have to take bus. So here's money, so you can take bus. And I was like, oh, okay, but, like, there's a bus pass right here that's, like, for today, so I'll just use this. She's like, oh, okay, so she kept her money, just in case we needed it for, like, Sprite or something. And she asked me, she's like, Olivia was like, why do we need the money? And I was like, just in case, like, what if things get crazy, we need some food, we need food or drinks or something, like, we need to keep your money, because I don't got no money, because I'm a broke bitch. So I picked the bus pass up, and I'm like, okay, like, I'll just use this, like, this will get me on the bus for today. For today, sorry, I thought someone came in, but no one did. And I was like, oh, okay, like, and Olivia's like, oh, okay. The bus took forever. We were there for like an hour, like, not really, but we were there for a long damn time. The bus finally comes, And we can't get on the bus yet because this driver wants to take his break right now and call his fucking mother. Literally, guys, I can't describe to you the hatred. He got off the bus and was literally gave me the dirtiest look in the world. He got off the bus and was like, and I was like, you don't even know my name or like how old I am or like where I'm going, and you don't know anything. Like, what? And he goes and he's standing like literally like, guys, I'm right here and Olivia is right here and he's literally right here. Like, we're right here and I'm like a step away from him. Like, I could just like slide over and I'd be right next to him to see his phone. And he goes, Mom, how you been? Blah, blah, blah. Like, and this man was like 23 years old. You would think he had a girlfriend. You would think a girlfriend, a sister. No, he's gonna call his mom. No offense, but like, you're 23. He was good looking. Like, he pleasurable, but not like for me. And he's 23. You would think he had a girlfriend or like had a girlfriend. You would just think. You just think. So he sits there for 25 minutes talking to his mother about nothing. Literally, he goes, hey Mom, how you been? Oh, I've been good. And they just go like this. And he goes on his phone and plays the game. Like, if you're gonna call someone, talk to them. Don't just sit there for 25 minutes and talk to them for 30 seconds and then just stay on the phone. Like, someone valuable could have used that minute. Those 25 minutes, someone valuable could have used. But no, he's gonna waste 25 minutes. Like, I could have used that. Like, I got a phone. Like, I could have used it. No, I'm gonna waste 25 minutes. So, it's time. We finally get on the bus. And I'm so nervous, guys. Because I just remember my heart was pounding. I was like, hyper fucking ventilating in my head. But outside, I was like, I'm so glad we were gonna hang out with alcoholics. Like, it's great. It's fun. Like, it's gonna be fun. Like, me being a fucking typical white bitch. Like, what? Why? Why did I think that would be cool? And Lady goes, stop it, Martina. I know you're worried. Just calm the fuck down. Exact words, too. And I was like, okay, like, I just don't want to get, like, drunk or fucked up. Like, I don't want my dad to know I was ditching. Although he's going to find... I knew he was going to find out I was ditching. Like, I don't want him to know yet. And if he finds out I was ditching and drinking, I'm going to get my ass beat. Is your mom still here? No, my mom's still here. Where is he? What? Sorry, interruption. My friend's sister was talking to me, and so I was like, I'm gonna get my ass beat. Like, I don't want him to find out I was drinking. I don't want him to know I was around it. I don't want him to know I smoke. I don't want him to do this. I don't want him to know this. He's gonna watch this and be like, I already knew. But I was like, shut up. Anyways, sorry. And so we get there and we're walking, and he's the guy that has the alcohol was blowing up his phone. Like, where are you? Where are you? Where are you? We're waiting. And we finally, after blowing up his messages, calling us, everything, he gets there. But right before we get there, like 5 minutes, this is a very important part of the story. She's like, don't tell them you're 13. Tell them you're 15 and you're a sophomore in high school. And I was like, okay, but why? She's like, because if they find out I'm a middle schooler, they're gonna say something and they're not gonna let you do anything. And don't you want to smoke? And I'm like, oh, yeah, I do. They're like, good, then say it. And I was like, okay. And it was only 2 years difference. I wasn't worried about it. So we get there, and there was this one girl there, like only one. And it was like us two, another girl, and like 2 boys. And she was drunk, like wasted, like gone, like to outer space. Like, she was in a whole nother world. Girl, if you're watching this, me and you both. And I was like, and I just started hyping. I was like, I don't want to be drunk. I don't want to be like her. Like, she's freaking crazy. And she fell off we were sitting on these like things, and she fell off and hit her head on a brick wall, like sprained her hand, was doing all this, couldn't walk, couldn't even stand on her own. We all had to help her. 4 people had to help her stand up. That's how wasted she was. Like, and the thought was just really scary of me being like that. Like, wow, like, I never thought people could get that drunk. Because I've seen my brothers drink, and they don't get that crazy. I just see them lay down the entire time. And they all of them 4 went to the same school, which her school was down the street from where we're at, like literally down the street. And so we were sitting there, and I was there for at least like 20 minutes, and they were like, oh, you want a cup? And I was like, oh, no, I'm good. I'm just here for the smoke. And they're like, oh, no, you should really try some. And I was like, oh, no, I'm really good. And they were like, oh, no, you should really try some. And I was like, you know what? Fine. What would 1 cup do? But if 1 cup was this entire story, this probably wouldn't be a story time, would it? No, it did. So I drank a cup. It was really, really bitter. So I chugged 4 cups of soda, like 4 or 5. And the soda was like the chaser to make it like taste better, I guess. And so then I had a brilliant idea, since I kept taking cups and it was so bitter. I was like, let me mix it with my soda. And it made it taste horrible. But I still drank it. It was... The thought makes you want to puke. Like, oh my god, it was so nasty. Mixed it with Sprite and Dr. Pepper in 2 different cups, and it was so nasty. Like, I understand why they call it a chaser now. Like, so I drank it too. I had like 6 that time, and I was like, wow, like nothing's happening. Like, I'm double tipsy. And like, walk in a straight line. So I did the whole feet thing where like you went and did it back. And they were like, I'm like, see, I'm not even tipsy. Like, what is this even doing to me? Like, it's nothing. Like, I thought it was so bad. So we pull out the weed, and we're getting started to, you know, smoke the weed. And the drunk girl I was telling you about, we're gonna call her Amy. Amy comes back, hits the weed. It falls under these metal things we were sitting on, and we're like, Amy, why did you do that? We're yelling at her, and I'm like, guys, you guys gotta remember, she's drunk. She's not gonna remember any of this. Like, us saying anything isn't gonna go through her head. It's literally not even in her head. Like, it's like going around her head. So why are we wasting our breath just for it to go around her head? Like, stop. And they were like, no, like and I was like, just lift the thing up, get it, it's fine. We can blow it off, like, it's fine. So the guys do that. They lift it up. They tell me to pick it up. Me and Olivia pick it up, and Amy and I was like, Olivia, go calm down, Amy. And Olivia was calming down Amy. They were on her phone listening to music, and obviously something bad had to happen. So we get halfway into the blunt, like we already packed it, started lighting it, and we pass it to Amy. Amy pukes on it. You can't light it. It's like gone. Like, pukes on it, and she just starts puking. Like, she just doesn't stop puking, and we're like, what do we do? And people are now starting to walk by and stare, and I was just like, in my head, I was like, I'm 13. This girl's puking. I have alcohol in my system. Yeah, what am I gonna do? I'm freaking out. And Olivia's just like, I gotta get to school. And they were like, okay. So the guys pick up Amy by her arms, and she stops puking eventually. Like, as we start moving, she stops puking. And I'm walking, and we walk her all to school. And I remember Olivia telling me, don't go anywhere. Go to the In-N-Out or a fast food restaurant. Sit there. Here's my phone. Oh my god. This is where the juicy stuff happens. Subscribe, please. For me, not for you. For me. I need it. And also for you, for my entertainment of my horrible, horrible life and horrible decisions. So, she tells me that, and I'm like, oh, but I walk away, and I'm talking to Amy, And we're gonna call this guy, the two guys, we're gonna call them Nick and Sam. And she was talking to Sam, and Sam was like, oh, okay, we'll make sure she stays safe and everything. Right after Olivia goes to school, Sam's like, she said you can stay with us. And I was like, oh, okay, cool, I don't have to be alone for 7 hours or who knows how long, So, we're walking, and we get into, the Arden Mall area, which is kind of where we were at. So we're walking in that parking lot, and Amy's like, I can't do this, I'm leaving. I'm calling my mom, I'm going home, I need to just sleep and eat some damn crackers. I just need to lay down. I need my bed. My bed is the only thing I need right now, my bed and crackers. And Sam was her cousin, so Sam was like, okay, I'll call her for you. So he calls her, and I'm using her voice because he was a freaking douchebag, or this wouldn't be a story time. So he calls her, and he's like, so Sam calls her and calls his aunt and was like, hey, Amy needs your help, can you come pick her up? We're at the Art of the Mall, blah, blah, blah. And her mom was very understanding. They told her she was drunk. They told her she did this, and she was like, okay, get in the car. My dad would have been like, get in the car, you're grounded. Would have slapped me, would have beat me, what? I want a parent like that. It's like, okay, get in the car. Where were you? What? So they get in the car, and I was like, oh my god, we're bored. I'm bored. So we go to the bus station, and we get on a different bus than I took from the light route. We get on a different bus, and we go all the way down by the Safeway in Arden. We're still in Arden, because I had to stay in Arden, and they understood. So, oh my gosh, I'm really about to tell this. Okay, so we go to the Safeway, and I was like, why are we going to Safeway? We need more bottles, is what Sam says. Sam's like, we need more bottles. And I was like, okay, you're gonna steal bottles from Safeway, not a big deal. My friends do it all the time. I'm never with them, but they do it all the time. First time. And so I was like, you know what? I want some food. And I was the biggest thief there. Best thief ever at stealing non-illegal things, alcohol. I was horrible at stealing that stuff because I used to be so nervous and So I went to Dollar Tree. There was a Dollar Tree right by it, and I stole heck of food. Just put it in my bag because I had a backpack because I had to show my dad I was going to school. So we put heck of stuff in my backpack, run out, we go to the back of the bus station, and we're at Jimmy Boy's, I think. And I was like, oh my god, it's still not hitting me. I would thought it would have hit me by now, but it's not. So we go on a Safeway and we get cups. We get 1 water and 3 cups of ice. 3 cups of ice. And the water was for me, and the 3 cups of ice, 1 was for me, 1 was for Sam, but 1 was for Nick. And so they pour in my cup. I'm drinking it. I drink it so fast. I'm chugging the water. Still don't feel it. Keep doing it, don't feel it. We're talking about life. Keep doing it. We go back to the bus stop. I don't think I've ever been so out of my mind. Oh my god, I'm about to tell the story. I was standing at the bus stop, I'm about to really tell the story. I was standing at the bus stop, and in one angle, I looked like I was in real life. And another angle, I looked like I was in a dream. I was like, what's going on? Oh my gosh, what? That's so crazy! And they were like, Martina? And I was like, what's happening? This is real life, and this is it? I'm confused. Where am I? Am I dreaming? What is going on? I was going crazy. Oh my god. I've never been so out of my mind. What? I shouldn't. I'm dead. One's a dream, one's real life. You're stupid, Martina. You should known. What'd you think? You were never gonna get drunk off this? You were gonna get drunk in your sleep? Where's my brain? Lost. There's the answer. And so they were like, calm down, Martina. And I was like, whoa, cars. And what do? I try walking into traffic. And they're like, And they asked me questions. They were like, Martina, how old are you? And I'm like, I'm 13. I'm in 8th grade. Like, and they were like, have you ever drank before? And I was like, no, first time for everything. Like, never even seen alcohol. What? Nor drank it. And they're like, and I'm over here like, pretty cars. And they're like, and so I'm sitting, and they sit me down, and I go like this. I'm literally just like, and I fall off the bench, do a duck and roll. And they're like, oh my God, she needs water. Like, that's what she needs. She needs water. So I go into the store. I'm like, no. And this is my exact words. They're like, let's go get you some water. I'm like, no. You guys are coming with me. I'm not going in there by myself. Like, no. Like, me. Like, just me. Like, I'm like, no. Like, why? Why was I all up in their face? Like, jeez. So we go in there to get water. And people are staring at me. I'm like, oh my God. And they get me water. And people are just like, what's wrong with that little girl? Like, she's freaking crazy. Like, what the fuck? She's mental. And so they give me the water, and I drink the water. And I'm just drinking water. Like, I'm just drinking cups and cups and cups and cups of water. The bus finally comes. We get out there 5 minutes before the bus comes. We get on the bus. I'm on the bus for 5 seconds, and I already puke. Like, I just puke on the bus. Like, so they're like, let's move. So we moved. And I puked again. So they're like, let's move. Like, stop puking. Like, here's a cup. And I was like, okay. So we finally get off. We get off, and we're back at the Art Mall area. And I was like, oh my God, like, I really have to go to the bathroom. This is the most embarrassing part of the story. Like, I regret everything. I regret everything on the story, but this is the most embarrassing. Like, I think this is the most embarrassing part. So I was like, I have to go to the bathroom. Like, I have to go to the bathroom. Like, I have to go to the bathroom. I have to go to the bathroom. I have to go to the bathroom. Sam, I have to go to the bathroom. Nick, I have to go to the bathroom. We have to find a place for the bathroom. And they're like, okay, chill. Like, literally, like, chill. So we go to the Burger King in the Arden, and someone's in the bathroom. And I was like, I have to go to the bathroom. 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 Like, I have to go to the bathroom. And so I hate him for this. So Nick gets to go first. You have experience. What? So Nick goes first, which I find out why he went first. We're about to find out. So Nick goes first. After there was a guy in the bathroom, and we went in because you have to pay something. You have to buy something to go in. So we went in right after, before the door shut. And so that had happened, and we had gone in. Well, he had gone in to the boys' bathroom, which I had to use, unfortunately. And so I'm sitting there, and he's taking forever. And brace yourself for this next part. I know you think what it is. We'll find out. I'm sitting in a Burger King chair, holding my pee, and I just pee my pants. I peed my pants. What? My entire jeans, they were soaked. Like, everything. Like, here, like, back here was soaked. It was just soaked. Like, that's how much I had to pee. Like, it soaked my entire jeans, and soon it soaked the front. My jeans were totally wet. So I go to the bathroom for a second, because I had a second left. So I go in the bathroom, and as I'm walking into the bathroom, I'm still peeing my pants. It's not like that little thing where, like, when you sneeze, you pee a little bit. No, I was still peeing my pants. So I go into the bathroom, and I pee. I come back out, and they're gone. They're gone. Sam and Nick left me in a Burger King, drunk as a mofo. left me drunk. What? It's not even in a Burger King bar. It's I was 13 and you left me drunk. And y'all the reason I was drunk. Y'all peer pressured me into drinking in the first place and I wanted to feel a buzz. Well, you got your buzz, Martina, but a little too much. Oh my god. So, I'm freaking out. So, this is the part where I literally freak out. And it starts to get funnier, like, y'all gonna die. So, I use my friend's phone. I'm like, Nano, I'm drunk, and I'm an Arden, and I don't know what to do. Like, they left me, like, I don't know what to do. And I'm walking, and I'm saying I'm drunk. And what do? What do I do? I'm like, and I fall into a bush. I'm stuttering, I'm falling into bushes, and I'm trying to get back up, and a lady has to help me. And I literally, I went to like the Macy's, because this was like actually where the mall was. Like I was actually at the mall now. Like I was outside the Macy's that was in the mall. Like I was outside, but like you walked into the doors and you were instantly in the mall kind of thing. And so I was sitting and I sat and I bumped my head so hard you could hear. It was like you could hear. It was like what? Like and so he was like, Martina, calm down. I was like, I can't, I'm drunk. And I start crying. So, Olivia gets out of school. And is like, where are you, Martina? Like, I've been looking for you. Why did you not go to the food? And yelling at me because, like, she's mad at me because I would have never got drunk if I would have just listened to her, not listened to freaking Sam. If I would have just listened to Olivia, none of this would have ever happened. Literally, like, think about it. She told me to go to a fast food restaurant and wait there. And Sam told me it was okay if I went with him. I went with him and I got drunk and he left me. And then he had the audacity to tell Olivia, I'm looking for her. What? Looking for me? You're the one that left me in the first place. So she finds me. And I was like, what are you doing? And I'm like falling. I'm like, I don't know. Well, laughing while crying. I'm like, and she's like trying to hold me up with all of her weight. Like, I'm putting all my weight on her. Literally. Like, she's like, you were so heavy. And I was like, thanks. So we go to Starbucks to get me water, because water was what I needed. So we go to Starbucks to get me water. I hit my head on the counter. I fall on the line. I knock things over. I hit my head again. I say things. I was like, Olivia was like, shut up, Martina. What are you doing? So we go there. Oh my God. This is the longest story I've ever told. First two. So we get to the bus station to go home, because I don't know, I'm gonna have a bad enough day. And I was gonna go to her house until the drunkenness wore off. You know, like, at least that was the plan. This isn't even, this story time gets even better, guys, better. So, we get there, and mall security shows up, and is like, young lady, can you walk in a straight line? And I'm like, of course I can. So I'm like, and I fall onto the road, and our car comes, and the car's like, what the hell? And starts yelling at me. And I'm like, I'm sorry, I fell. And they were like, she's drunk. And Olivia was like, no, she's not drunk. She's just really weird. Like, she needs to sit back down. And they were like, get up. And Olivia was like, you don't have to do anything they say. They're just mall security. Like, blah, blah, blah. And they're like, okay, then we'll call the authorities. And I was like, thanks, Olivia. Like, now looking back, like, thanks. Like, so the bus comes. We're going to get on the bus. And right before we go to get on the bus, they call the fire department, the ambulance, the police. All these cars pull up. There was like 5 to 10 cop cars. an ambulance, 2 fire trucks. Like, y'all had to do that much? Y'all really had to do that much?
Yeah, no, legal too. Yeah, man, what's up? That's okay. You just need it.
Sorry about that little interruption. We're gonna remind you, I'm at someone's house. Back to the story. And the fire trucks, and the ambulances, and the 10 cop cars. Like, you guys think I'm over exaggerating. Like, no, that was really what was there. Like, that was really what was there. And they say, "Man, you need to stand up." And I was already on the bus. Like, "You need to get off the bus." And I'm like, "No, I'm not leaving. No, I'm not leaving. I'm not leaving." And they were telling me, and Olivia was like, "Don't say anything if they ask you. Just don't." And by the time Sam and Nick were back, I don't know why, but they were back. We were all on the bus. And I start bawling, like literally crying. I was like, "I don't want to go to jail. I don't want to go to jail. I'm sorry. I start crying. Like, who cries in this situation but me? No one. Normal people would just sit there and be like, "I didn't do anything. I didn't see anything. I'm not nobody." I cry. I sit there and be strong for 5 seconds, and then I cry. And they take me out the bus. I'm like, "No, I gotta go." And they take me out the bus. Well, I'm throwing the biggest tantrum in the world. Like, "You're 13. What are you doing?" Remind you guys, I was drunk. Leave me alone. So I'm doing the biggest tantrum in the world. And they had the audacity to drag me off the bus, which was my only way home. My only way home. Like, what? And let me remind you, I'm in a totally different part of town. I live on the opposite side of town. I literally have to take a bus and a train to get back home. What? So they take me on the bus, they sit me down, they ask me questions, I tell them the answers, they ask Olivia all the questions, and Olivia's like, "I don't know anything, blah, 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 like, I can take her, blah, 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 like, I know where she lives, blah, blah, blah," and like, "You're not 18, you can't take her," and dismisses the bus to leave. I'm stuck there, and I'm like, "I'm with Olivia," and I start crying again, like, what would you mean crying when you're drunk? Like, I always cry when I'm drunk, like, always, like, there's gonna be a part 2 because I got drunk twice and I cried both times. But that happened. They asked me all the questions and they gave me all the questions, and I was like, "I don't want to go to jail." And I thought they were gonna put me in a cop car. They have the audacity to not put me in a cop car. I'd rather be in a cop car in this situation. Why wasn't I in a cop car? You're about to find out why. So instead of putting me in a cop car, they put me in an ambulance and they strapped me down. They strapped my hands and my feet and my chest and my waist and my legs. I was like, "No, I don't want to go, no!" And I start crying. Like, "I know, would you feel better soon?" I was like, "No, I won't. You guys are horrible people. Let me go. I want to go home." And I'm just crying. I'm really just crying, yelling, screaming, crying, yelling, screaming, crying, yelling, screaming. I call them just names, just blurging. Like, I call them the B word. I call them all those names. They made me pee in a cup, and they took me in the bed. They made me pee in a cup. They changed my clothes, I think. No, they didn't change my clothes. Yeah, no, they didn't change my clothes. And they put me in this room, and all I do in this room is sleep for 8 hours. My parents didn't come pick me up until midnight. 8 hours, I think. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 12. 9 hours. I was one off. 9 hours. I slept for 9 hours. No one sleeps for 9 hours but me. Like, I'm the only abnormal person in the entire world. Like, I bet Amy didn't sleep for long. I bet Amy slept for like 4. I slept for 9. So they wake me up. Like, I wake up. They're like, who do you want us to call? I'm like, my aunt. Like, out of all people, who I knew would tell my parents was my aunt. So my aunt, they call my aunt, tell her her niece is drunk in a hospital. She calls my dad and says, your daughter is drunk in a hospital. My dad's like, oh my God. And my dad called my brothers and was like, your sister is drunk in a hospital. Like, just repeating the message. Repeating it. And my brothers tell their friends, I'm drunk in a hospital. And I'm drunk in a hospital. And everyone just knows I'm drunk in a hospital. Like, I'm drunk in a hospital. Okay, we got the metaphor. Thank you. So, first person to come is my brother. My brother comes at 1 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, 1:30. Yeah. And he comes and, well, he was there at like noon, but I woke, like, not noon, 12, but I woke up like 12 a.m. And I woke up at 1:30 and I was like, where am I? And I just started saying, where am I? Where am I? Where am I? Oh my gosh, like, what happened? And I wake up and I'm like, why am I here? And they're like, and my brother's like, you got drunk, dummy. And I was like, oh yeah. First of all, I'm so dumb I forgot. What? Like, out of all people, you think I would remember. And so, he was like, you peed your pants. And I was like, yeah, I know. Like, leave me alone. I was drunk. Like, leave me alone. And he's like, you still are. And I was like, okay, well, I still am. 9 hours, it doesn't wear off. My bad. So, finally, my dad comes in. My other brother comes with him. Because only 2 of my brothers live in California. So they come, and they're like, why? Why did you do this? Out of everything you could have done, why this? You're gonna kill your brain cells. You're gonna be so stupid. And I'm like, I already am. Like, I'm just helping the process move along faster. Really. By everything I'm doing, I'm just helping it move along faster. Really. It's just moving on. So, it's finally time they can dismiss me. They dismissed me at 4 o'clock in the morning. I don't know why I had to be there so long, but they did. The doctor took care of me. And by this time, it had wore off. So it basically was just the hangover. And I say the hangover wasn't the bad part. Being drunk was the bad part. So, I'm hungry because I haven't eaten anything in like 14 hours. New at 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Noon, 1, 2, 3, 4. I haven't eaten in 13 hours. I was close. Why am I always one off? So I haven't eaten in 13 hours. So my brothers, they take me out to eat. I eat. And I decided to go home with my brothers, which I think was a bad idea. So I go home. They let it wear off like for a little bit. And I was wearing really cute pajamas. I'm gonna go get those pants. Because they literally made me change out of my pants. They made me wear booty shorts, guys. They made me wear booty shorts. I was wearing these cute pants. These are my pajama pants, and they're my favorite pants in the world. And they were like, it's time for your butt whooping. And I was like, okay. And I bend over on the couch while I'm wearing a robe, those pants, thick shirts. And they tell me, take those clothes off. Go put this on. And they throw booty shorts at me and my bra. And I was like, what? Like, I was gone. Like, telling the story always makes me laugh at that part. They made me, for an ass whooping, they made me wear booty shorts and my bra. Like, not even a t-shirt, like my bra. Like, so I started crying. I was like, no, I don't want to. I was like, no. And my brothers, no hesitation, no like, oh, let's not hurt her that bad. I couldn't sit down for 2 weeks. What? So they wail on me, and I'm like, screaming, like I was like, scream louder, wail too hard, and I was like, so I was like screaming into a pillow, like, it was done after 15 minutes of repeatedly hitting me. I don't know. I honestly don't know. So then, they let me leave. and I finished eating my food because I never ate my food because I was tired because I slept. So I was watching Netflix and I was eating my food. And they're like, get up and clean. And I was like, can I finish eating first? You already beat me. Like, it hurts to sit, but I want to sit. And they're like, fine. So I finished eating. They made me clean their entire house. They made me clean up their weed, their dishes, their kitchen, their table, their bathrooms, which their bathrooms are disgusting. Their rooms. They made me clean the freaking doormat. Like, and the door. Like, no normal person cleans those. Like, I'm sorry, but like, that's the first time I've ever cleaned those things. Like, I don't even need cleaning. They're outdoors for a reason. So I clean everything, and then we sit down, and they get me more food. And so that happens. I'm on my bliss for 2 weeks, thinking my dad won't be as hard on me. I go home, and my dad does the same thing, but for 30 minutes. Takes all the electronics away from me. Takes everything that is precious to me. I couldn't wear makeup. I couldn't. No hairspray, curling irons, flat irons, like electronics, DVDs, DVD players. Everything. Everything that was valuable to me. Paint, coloring supplies, books. Because like I used to have these coloring books. Friends, outdoors, everything. I was stuck indoors doing nothing. Nothing. I had to go to school and come back. Which I never did. I never went to school, but like, who I want to know. So, that was the story time of the first time I got drunk. Which was a story, by the way. Like, all that happened in 2 days. Well, my dad thing happened in like a few weeks later, but like, wow. By the way, comment down what other stories you want me to do. I have a lot of stories. I'll tell you if I can do them, because some of them haven't happened. But if you guys want to know the first time I smoked weed, well, first time I got high, getting kicked out of 8th grade, my second time getting drunk, which is a little more pleasing, like, for me. I have a lot of stories. They're just much. So, I hope y'all enjoyed. This video was like forever. I'm sorry it's so long. But, without further ado, make sure to subscribe, hit the notification bell, what? Hit the bell down below, like, you click it. Just click it. For the both of us. Thumbs up. Oh, smash that like button. This video just wasn't good. These intros and outros were just horrible. And comment down below what other videos you want me to do. Email me. It's follow me on Instagram. Spam me. Message me. You know, I'm always on Instagram. It's like my life, so like, yeah. And if you guys like this story, tell me. Because honestly, living it was insane. But telling it was fun. So, bye! Does not work. Yeah.